Hey guys, what is up? I am Steve, and welcome to our first of our regularly scheduled Monday night streams. I'm going to adjust you guys just a little bit here. So today we are going to, being that it is our first stream, we are going to do a kind of a meet and greet question and answer session with anybody that comes in. So I want to give you a little history of how we got involved in YouTube, and as well as just answer any kind of questions you guys may have, and we will try to answer them the best we can, depending on what they are, without getting too personal. We got some people in here already. Hey, Miguel, how are you doing, buddy? And Chris from Disney World Adventures. Appreciate all your guys' support. Welcome, Janine. Thank you for being here. Juan with Mama's Spice Rack. Nice to see you, Juan. How are you doing, buddy? Mama's Spice Rack will probably not be making an appearance tonight. It is in the other room. So, but anyways, guys, like I said, we are going to do somewhat of a question and answer. Anything you guys want to ask, I'm going to try to answer the best I can. We'll go over some things here in just a minute. Hey, Mickey Bunch, how are you guys? Nice to see you guys. This will be the first stream that I have done where I'm actually going to try to make sure I pay 100% attention to the chat. So we'll see how that goes. If I miss something, just let me know. Walt and Melissa from Mouse Talk, that is my partner channel, guys. Please go check them out as well. We are also doing a sports night that we just started this past Saturday nights, and we'll give a little bit more information on that later. Hey, Noah, buddy, what is going on, my friend? It is nice to see everybody. So we filled in for Meg from Mickey's Magic for the last 2 Wednesdays, and we got quite a bit of support, so I thought we might actually try to do this. Hey, McKay Outdoors, how are you? So we decided that we would try to fill a void when I get home on Mondays. It's the only day of the week that I really don't have anything to watch. So look on live streaming. There's no live streams on. So we thought we would try to fill this void with hopefully the content that you guys like. So we got some good things coming up, I think. We'll just see how it goes. So, hey, Catherine Shortridge, thank you so much for being here. So, all right, guys. So a couple things that I wanted to discuss first off, going forward with my live streams. I feel like I have the best moderators in the world, and we will add more as time goes on. But the only thing that I ask is that this is a family-friendly channel. I ask that you keep it clean, and my moderators have full permission to deal with any issues that we may have going forward. So just please keep it family-friendly, and just enjoy everybody's company. Everybody support each other. That's what we're here for. We're here to talk and have some fun. So if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask and get involved in the chat. So, and McKay Outdoors, 3 away from 1,120. That is incredible. Guys, if 3 people haven't subscribed to McKay Outdoors, jump on over there and help her out. So, and for those of you that don't know, that are newer, which I don't think any of you guys are newer to YouTube, but if you go next to the person's name on the right-hand side, the only reason why I'm saying this is because nobody ever told me this. I found out the hard way. There's 3 little dots that'll appear. If you left click on it, you will get a menu that says go to channel and some other things. Just hit that, go to their channel. It doesn't leave mine, just kind of adds another box to yours, and you can support each other that way. So, all right, guys. So the first thing I want to do is just see if anybody has any questions. So that's most of the stream is going to be your guys' questions. What do you have for me? What do you want to know about me? Actually, I lied. Right off the bat, I've already messed up. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to give you a little history on how we found YouTube. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Melissa in Mouse Talk, Melissa Gover and Mouse Talk are my partner channel. So guys, definitely make sure you go over there and check them out. They live stream every Tuesday and Thursday. And Chris from Disney World Adventure streams every Thursday. I know a Disney Life for Me does Sunday night trivia. You guys really should catch them out, as well as Tuesday night talks at 10 o'clock p.m. Downscale, what is up, buddy? How are you? Nice to see everybody in here. Okay, guys. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is how I got into YouTube. And basically I've been on YouTube for, I think, for about 8 months now. So it's been a wild ride. When we first started, we weren't sure what we wanted to do. My nieces and I would sit around on the couch, and we actually started in the logo, our logo. Ethan, what is up, buddy? Guys, Pokemon Child was one of the first people that I ever started hooking up with on YouTube. He does a lot of Pokemon things. Just a great guy. I haven't seen him in a long time, it's my fault for being so busy. But guys, head on over to Pokemon Man Child. He's got an incredible channel. One of my best buddies on YouTube. Glad to see you here, buddy. Yeah, he's quite a character. He does a lot, guys. He's really good. Please go check him out. So anyways, guys, we get into YouTube by watching my nieces watching videos of toy openings, and we decided that we like to have fun. Hey, Eileen, how are you? I thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you being over here. And Eileen, guys, if you haven't seen Eileen's channel, she puts out a lot of really good messages with some health stuff. Just go over and check Eileen out. She does a really good job over there. But anyways, guys, back to we were watching toys. My youngest niece that watches it with us would really get involved with pretending to do videos. So we thought that, why not actually put it behind a camera and try it. Hey, painting the roses red. Yes, thank you. Thank you for finally getting to meet you guys. It is great. I'm overwhelmed with how many people are in here. I was hoping 2 people again would show up, but it's really nice to see you all here. And hopefully going forward, we will get some really good content for you guys and make it really interesting. So, but anyways, we thought we could really make this happen, and we thought we could do this. So we started, basically we started with a couple fake videos, and we started watching them. And I thought, what do we need to do to get into YouTube? Because if we're going to do it, we might as well try to do it for real. So we would watch it, and we thought, hey, we can do this. We created an account. We post our first video. If you go back and watch our first video, we've come a long way. Andy and Son, guys, go check out Andy and Son Poke TCG. I broke into 2 different communities. One was a Pokemon community, which there are some great people over there, and one is a Disney community. These guys, Pokemon Child, Andy and Son, are absolutely incredible channels, guys. They're good friends of mine. Please go subscribe to them as well. They got some really good content over there too, just enjoyable people to watch too. So anyways, guys, we decided we would go ahead and put this together, put out a video. If you watch our first video, it's really rough. Then we decided we kept putting off live streaming because my own issues. A few years ago, I broke my ankle and I put on 80 pounds, and I've been extremely self-conscious about that. But at the same time, I've realized over time that you need to be who you are. So this is who I am. I'm in the middle of a weight loss program right now. So we are, we're working on it. And by my trip in August, I hope to have lost 60 pounds. So we're down 17. But that's the reason why I kept pushing off live streaming, because I didn't feel comfortable behind a camera. That was my own issues. By being on other people's streams, I have changed that. So we are trying to get back to being good content. We want to get going, want to get this thing better for you guys each week and give us something to watch on Monday. Oh, thank you guys. Appreciate it. That's one of the things I also decided to do too, is it worked out perfect with Meg being gone, that I was asked to fill in for those days. And hey, Rob, what's up, buddy? Rob Fuzz, guys, he helps the community out so much. He's very popular. Please go check out Rob as well. Michelle, thank you so much for being here. Guys, I really appreciate everybody in here. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So thanks, Rob. So anyways, guys, again, decided with Meg being gone, let's do it. Share the weight loss journey with you guys. I know Rob Fuzz has his own weight loss journey as well. And Rob has lost, I know he's lost over 50 pounds. So I'm not sure what the number is right now, maybe over 60, but go check out Rob Fuzz. He kind of inspired me a lot to be behind the camera and share it with you guys. So I owe a lot to Rob. So anyways, guys, we started out with 62 pounds, Rob. That's incredible. Congratulations, buddy. So, and streaming can be addictive, Chris. It is really, really addicting. It's once I got going, I don't want to stop. So, oh, thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. That means a lot. So, so guys, anyways, again, we're going to start streaming every Monday. We got into this again. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. You guys are just amazing people. So, we got into this. We started doing videos. We put a couple of videos on. We recorded a bunch of videos, and they're pretty. Disney Dan, my friend. Disney Dan has got an incredible show on Saturdays. It's called Disney Fiasco. Make sure you go check out Dan. A lot of you guys all know each other in here, but if you don't, please go check each other out. And Disney Dan and Walt and Melissa and some of these others, we'll get to a little bit of news later, but we will all be maybe a little huge meet and greet up here in August. We'll get to that in a minute. So anyways, guys, we put together some videos, we recorded a bunch of them. They're pretty weak, if I'm not being honest. We're gonna re-record a intro video because it's really bad. But we're getting better equipment. I got a microphone this past weekend for Saturday night stream, and so we decided to get better. And then when we were doing that, we decided to look for our Disney trips. I've been going to Disney since 1999. I think was the first time I went, and I go 2 to 3 times every year. Just been fortunate enough to have an annual pass, and then either go with other people or just been very fortunate. So with that, we started watching other videos of people, their dining reviews, because there's a lot of dining that I've never tried, a lot of tips and tricks that we don't use. I like planning trips for other people. You don't even I wouldn't call my intro video something to beat you guys with, Walt. But I tried. I thought it'd be neat, and I used a little whiteboard, which I have since removed because it doesn't stick to the wall anymore. But I've taken off the whiteboard. I would mark on it, and then I would pause the camera. Then I'd write something else, and it would pop up. It's really bad. I'm not gonna lie. So, but anyways, so we got into that. I started watching videos of Disney and thought, hey, I know a lot about Disney. I like to talk a lot about Disney. I could talk for a while, and I've been planning on live streaming since I really knew what it was. Again, I delayed it about 4 months because of my own issues with being on camera, but thought, we're ready for it now. So that's where we stand, guys. So we've migrated into we still are going to talk about a lot of different things. I still do toys with my nieces. They love it. I love it, to be honest with you. And yes, what's this Star Wars land thingy coming? We'll get into that in just a second, Dan. So, but we are going to continue to do those things, and every Monday we are going to talk. I've got a few things planned I would like to do. So we're gonna make this a permanent thing, I think. So as long as we keep getting your guys' love and support, we will continue to do it. So, okay, so back to that's the quick, not so quick story of how we got into YouTube. So thanks, Don Scale. I appreciate that. That's notifications a little late, but that's good. At least you got it. So, all right, guys. So first and foremost, before we get into what we're doing in August, do any of you have any questions for me? Does anybody want to know anything about me? Again, I won't. Thank you, Miguel. I greatly appreciate that. I'm excited to go live regularly, and I'm on a night where right now nobody else is on that I know of. I mean, that I follow and that I watch. So, yes, yes, downscale. You have to check. YouTube can get funny. It can unsubscribe you. It can delete your notifications. It can do a lot of things. So you gotta stay on top of it sometimes. So, but anyways, guys, again, this is kind of a semi meet to greet. So if you guys have any questions for me, I'll answer them as best I can without getting too personal. I don't want to give out any personal information, but so Mouse Talk says, Steve, which of the Fab Five is your favorite character? At least you narrowed it down to the Fab Five. That makes it a little easier. I think I'd be remiss in not saying Mickey Mouse, because I have everything. I love doing a lot of different things with the Mickey head, the silhouette. Hidden Mickeys are my favorite thing to do at Disney World. So I think I'd be remiss in saying if I didn't say Mickey Mouse, but there's not a one of them that I dislike at all. But if we take out Mickey Mouse, I would have to say it's Goofy. So Mickey first, Goofy second. Go with Kel. Just got here. How often do you go to the parks? Thanks, Kel, for being here. I appreciate it. And I'm new to this, guys. Corey, buddy, what is going on? Hang on one second. Oops. Guys, I'm new to the chat, so if it goes too fast, I'm sorry. I got to slow down. So how often do you go to the parks? So I go at least once a year. I get an annual pass because I believe, and we'll talk about this in a future date, but I believe getting an annual pass is well worth the cost. Supposedly it pays for itself if you go 10 days. For me, it pays for itself just because you get 10% off all your merchandise and you get free parking, which is becoming a big deal at Disney right now. So I always get an annual pass, but we try to go at least twice a year. My August trip is going to be 12 days long. And then I can't say too much about it because it's a surprise, but we're planning another trip as well. And if some certain people are watching, I don't want them to know. So, okay. Oops, the chat just jumped. Now I understand what you guys say all the time when you say the chat jumped. Corey Fiasco. Guys, if you haven't seen Corey Fiasco, Corey was the first person that I found on YouTube. I didn't know much about him. He had started, I want to say he started just a month or two before me. And he has been blowing it up right now. Corey, how many subscribers are you up to, buddy? I'm sure all of you know Corey. If you don't, go get over to his channel. He does some amazing stuff. He's got some really exciting news coming up, which I won't share because I don't know what he's shared and what he hasn't shared. But Corey is absolutely on fire. Him and Meg from Mickey's Magic have both been blowing up their channel. It's incredible to see their journey, and I'm honored that they're good friends of mine. So can't wait to meet them down in August. And let's see here. Who else is in here that I might have missed? Here we go. Okay, Miguel asks, Steve, what's been your most pleasant surprise about starting a channel? What's been your biggest disappointment and struggle on YouTube? So my biggest surprise, well, right now, my newest biggest surprise is just the overwhelming support that people have given me. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows anything that I do. And it's just really been the support and love that people give you. Now you're going to have your negative stuff too, but I wouldn't be doing this right now. I would still do my videos behind camera, but I would not be, it would be August before I'd be on here if I didn't have all of your guys' support. So, but besides that, the most pleasant thing I do is just, I fill my void of Disney here. I found Corey and shared an immediate love of pins. I was like, oh my God, somebody loves pins as much as I do. And then I started finding other channels through him. I went to his channel and look at all the people he was subscribed to. So I started subscribing to them as well. I found Disney Dan, who's one of his partner channels, and Haley. Haley is Corey's Haley and Haley's Corey. If you guys haven't heard, they are married and they have moved to Florida now, and they live right next to Disney World. So they are they're putting out some great stuff. Keep watching them. But anyways, that's how I found everybody. So then I wound up stumbling across Miguel is from A Disney Life for Me. I wound up finding them in August, I believe. Somebody said, hey guys, there's some trivia going on. I was like, I like trivia. And I went to their channel, and it was a Jeopardy night, and participated in the chat. And I actually won the chat, and I wasn't sure how that would go over. So, but since then it's been a great, I'm a moderator for them. They do an incredible job every Sunday night with trivia and Jeopardy. So guys, make sure you go check them out. So, but my biggest disappointment, I don't want to say it was a disappointment. My biggest struggle with YouTube has been if you want, you can do two things on YouTube. You can either do it for the love of it and for the love of the community that you're involved in, or you can do it for the accolades and the rewards. I'm not in it for the accolades and rewards. So the biggest struggle I have is number one is trying to figure out how to get into the community and then make your mark on the community. Basically what I mean is you have to put in the time and the work and the effort in other people's channels if you want other people to support you. So with that being said, my biggest struggle was getting started trying to find people. I didn't know how to, I've never done YouTube, never been on it, didn't know even how to start. But that's what my biggest struggle was just trying to figure out how to get into the community. So downscale question, when is that 40,320 piece puzzle getting assembled? So that gets assembled off camera. It's in 10 different bags. There's 10 different Disney scenes. I am on scene number 4. So we will get back to that as soon as possible. Okay, let's see here. We're going, you're going September 15th, Catherine. That is awesome. Sorry, guys, trying to get catch up here. Yes, Corey is definitely a legend. No, Corey, you are the best, buddy. My chat just jumped a lot again. Wait, Zoe. Hey, Zoe, I haven't seen you in quite a while. How are you? Wishing Mouse, guys. Wishing Mouse has a great channel. She's another younger YouTuber and in the Disney community. Please go support her. She does amazing as well. Exactly, Kel. Let the haters hate, because that is true. What he said right there is whether or not you are, if they come to your channel to show the hate, they're still at your channel. So it still counts. Just my mods can control what they say and what they do. So don't know you. Apparently you don't understand my power hides downscale. Downscale is funny. Let's see here. What else is in here? I would love to move to Florida. Nice. Walt, we're all going to have to move down there. I lived in Florida maybe 9 or 10 years ago, and I came back for my family, my extended family, and those, I'm trying to convince them to go back down. So if I can get them down there, I'll be there. Oh, you're definitely welcome, Miguel. Hello, Mrs. Mouse. Zoe. Sorry, guys, just trying to get caught up here. So, hey, Dan. Hey, Corey. Okay. 21 people. Oh, my gosh. I don't even know if I know 21 people. You guys are amazing. I appreciate it. LSU Mom, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Guys, I'm speechless, to be honest with you. I did not expect all of you to be here. I greatly appreciate you all being here. Okay, Max Exodus to Orlando, yes. And I'm still waiting on Corey. When Corey gets it big, he's going to buy us a house in the, what is it, the Golden Oaks? Is that what it's called? I can't remember. He's going to buy us all a house there. We're all going to share. So we've already talked about it. So fun fact, when I win the Powerball, I'm going to, there it is right there, downscale. When I win the Powerball, I'm going to move to have a Golden Oaks home available to all my streaming fam. That is perfect. And I got news for you guys. If I ever win the lottery, that's exactly what I'm doing. Alex Downs. Hey, Alex, Disney Nerd Herders too. How are you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by. Sorry, guys, the thing's jumping real quick. Alex Downs, nothing much. Just been having a bad moment today. Oh, Alex, I'm sorry to hear. Hope you get feeling better. Okay, Corey is definitely moving up fast. Yeah, 100 people, yes. All right, guys, I think I'm caught up now. Again, thank you all for coming. If I missed anybody, I greatly apologize. The chat, I understand what you guys say when you say the chat jumps now. So, all right, so does anybody else have any questions that you would like to know about, or just getting to know me or getting to know each other? Feel free to ask each other questions as well. I want my streams to be a stream of support for each other. So feel free to help each other out, talk to each other. What is my favorite park? It changes every year. I would have to say right now that my favorite park is Animal Kingdom. And that's because I really enjoy nature and animals. I have a niece that wants to be a veterinarian. So I would have to say right now, my favorite park is Animal Kingdom, but I probably spend more time at Epcot than any other one. In August, that's probably going to change. So we'll see how that goes. Janine, Steve, favorite ride. My favorite ride is easily Flight of Passage. There's not even a close second. Downscale, Steve's World. Here's a tough question. Number one ride in each park. Well, easily Animal Kingdom is Flight of Passage. Let's see. Hollywood Studios. It may have a little bit because it's new, but when I rode Slinky Dog Coaster, it was like a 12-year-old kid getting on a ride again. right now, I would have to say it's Slinky Dog Coaster. If you took that one out of the mix, it would probably be Rock and Roller Coaster. But I like thrill rides. But I like the shows over at Hollywood Studios better than the rides. But that would be there. Epcot is Soarin' for sure. And then let's see, Magic Kingdom. There's so many good ones over there. I would actually have to say it's Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I like the ambiance to that, where especially when you get to see the dwarfs dancing at the end with Snow White and the Evil Queens, or the witch. So, okay, let's see here. Favorite restaurant at Disney is Les Cellier, Noah, easily at in Canada and Epcot. It's great. Oh, thank you, LSU Mom. My chat just jumped again. Yes, Miguel. Yes, it is missing the nostalgia factor. I agree. But what Disney created with that thing is incredible with Flight of Passage. Corey, Pirates, Flight of Passage, Slinky Dog, and Grand Fiesta Tour. Those are great. Flight of Passage and Slinky, definitely. Pirates is a close second for me behind Mine Train. And then the Grand Fiesta Tour, that is an interesting pick. A lot of people like that. I enjoy it, but for me, it just doesn't beat Soarin'. But those are great picks too. Thanks for inviting me. Got to run. See you next Monday. Thanks so much, Kel. Everybody say goodbye to Kel. I appreciate you being here, buddy. Thank you very much. And for those of you that I should be subscribed to all of you, but if I'm not for some reason, I will get over to you as well as when the stream's over. So, okay. When did you start collecting Disney pins? Hey, speaking of my Disney park memories, thank you for joining. I started collecting Disney pins when I figured out what they were. And I want to say, that wasn't my first trip. So it's been about probably 12 years ago, roughly around 2006 or 7, I would say is when I first started. And I didn't have any pins at all. And I've barely collected any for the first couple of years till I knew what it was. Now I have a video earlier, probably around December-ish, of they cover a king size bed now. So I've gotten ridiculous with them. Not Corey Fiasco status, but I've gotten a little bit ridiculous with them. Okay, attraction doesn't have to be a ride. My favorite show on Walt Disney World property attraction is the Festival of the Lion King. My favorite one at Hollywood Studios, if that's what you were asking, is the Frozen. I know it's a lot of people drives them nuts. I think Frozen's incredible. The music is incredible. That attraction and what they do at the end of that attraction just blew my mind the first time I saw it. So I love that. Disney Nerd Herders, when is the next time you're going to WW? We'll talk about that here if we have time at the end here. I am going in August for we're trying to organize a rather large meet and greet for YouTubers. So, and I will be there opening day of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and I will be in line somehow. I'm getting into that place, whether I've got people camping with me or not. So we'll figure it out. I jumped really bad. Steve, what is your least favorite ride at WDW? Well, hopefully this changes, Walt, in August. Right now, I'm honestly going to say it's either, and don't get me wrong, these are fantastic rides. I'm putting them on they're all great, but I haven't ridden these two rides, and you know what they are, in 15 years because I just didn't need to again. And that's Carousel of Progress and the People Mover. And I know that's going to upset a lot of people. Hey, Laser Cat, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in. So I know it's going to upset a lot of people. Those are their favorites. I would rather ride Dee's trolley, the Main Street trolley, than to get on the People Mover or the Carousel of Progress. So 100%, the stuck in the car moment with the dwarves house is way better than Splash Mountains. Yes. Yeah, you don't want to get wet over again. The Splash Mountain's pretty good downscale, except the first, which I just rode it with my dad for the first time in 8 years ago. We went in this past September. And it had been about 8 years since I'd ridden it, but it stunk so bad the first time we went. The last time I got on it, just because of the everybody's out in the heat, and then it got rained on. We went. The last time I rode it was in July, so it just really stunk really bad. LSU Mom just subscribed to Corey Fiasco. Thank you so much, LSU Mom. Everybody support each other, please. Yes, Melissa, People Mover. Definitely not on my list. So, okay. Downscale. I've got a whole, whoops, I just jumped again. And I lost you downscale. I've got a whole bunch of Disney pins. Geez, many from the mid to late 80s. Wow. I would love to see those old pins. I don't have too many old ones, but they are pretty good. So I love pins. There'll be streams coming up with just pins because I enjoy them so much. Everybody's saying hello. Olaf is the best, Janine. He's such a great character. I still think Indiana Jones is amazing. Corey, yes, Indiana Jones, for what they do, it's a production setup. They do a great job with that. My only thing is when I get in something that's that long, or and it's a show, it has a specific start time. I've seen it so many times that I don't need to sit there and watch it anymore. I want to see it. Don't get me wrong, but when I go 2 to 3 times a year, you don't need to see it every time you go, in my opinion. Now, it is phenomenal. I've never been part of the show, though. That would be pretty nice, too. I much preferred the backlot tour to Indiana Jones. It's not there anymore, obviously, but I love that. So, Finding Miguel, we're going to have you on one day, and we're going to talk about why The Lion King is better than Finding Nemo and why Elsa is not a villain. So we're going to have those discussions coming up. But everybody's entitled to their opinions, guys. There is no wrong answer to any question. Favorite park at Walt Disney World. Again, Noah, I would have to say my favorite park per se is Animal Kingdom, just because of I like the nature of and the animals, and of course Pandora. That's absolutely gorgeous over there. So especially at nighttime. So hopefully I can get the Animal Kingdom this Friday and do it, Steve. Just Miguel, I'm sorry, buddy. Okay. And Corey, I understand you're riding the people mover, buddy. I'm going to I'm allowing, yes, you all, Haley, Walt, Melissa, Dan, you all, I am going to allow everybody to get the chance to change my mind about the people mover. And it may be totally different than when I went. I bet it may have been more. I may have only ridden it my first trip back in 1999. So that might be 20 years ago since I've been on that. It might be the only time I've ever been on that ride. It didn't get me. So maybe that Disney Nerd Herders just said the rubber in the old Splash Mountain cars used to stink very bad, but I think they fixed that since. That could be because it didn't smell near as bad this past September than when it used to when last time we went. So I chilled out on the pins once they started to get popular. The price drastically increased pretty heavily. So you only started LaserCat 2 years. Hey, 2 years is a pretty good time to collect pins. The best part about it is going and interacting with people. Because if you don't know, which I'm sure most of you all do, core cast members all carry pins. Not all of them. There's a lot of them though. They carry lanyards, and then they've moved to this little side pouch they put on their side because the lanyard gets in their way with things they're doing. But I encourage everybody to be respectful of the cast members, though. You'll see people in the world that they call pin sharks, and some of them can get rude and take advantage of some other people. But be respectful. You can kind of look at their pins from a distance, and when they're done with their transaction or they're done talking, then ask them if they'll be willing to show you their pins, and they do a great job. They won't say no to you. So just be respectful of the cast members and do that. No problem, Rob. I appreciate you being here, buddy. Okay. And for Fins, I collected the PVC rubbery Disney figures. I collect everything Disney downscale. Everything's, if it's Disney, I'll keep it. I've got my sister, her kids outgrow toys, and I make her send them to me. So definitely, Miguel, we will definitely have a formal debate, buddy. Animal Kingdom, nice, Rob. I'm glad to see Animal Kingdom is your favorite as well. Hey, Isaac, I'm sorry, my chat is jumping pretty badly because I'm way behind. Didn't see you come in, Isaac. Thank you so much for being here, buddy. Animal Kingdom is my favorite. I was there. Okay, and wow, now it jumped the wrong way. It went backwards. We say when in doubt, people mover. We'll see if we can get there, Melissa. Okay. If you could bring one ride attraction back that's not around anymore, what would it be? It would not be the Great Movie Ride, Melissa. I'm sorry. I know you like that one. But I would really have to say, I watched the stream where I think it was Disney Fiasco where Rob Fuzz was on when they talked about extinct rides. I've never been on a lot of those rides. I've never even knew what Horizons was. It was really interesting, but I would have to say the backlot tour. That I thought that they obviously can't put it where it's at. I would rather have what we're getting, but I'd have to say the backlot tour. I thought that was an incredible ride or attraction. Downscale. Do you have Disney Infinity? I have every Disney Infinity and every character and almost all of the little chips. I'll show them all to you one day. But I was so sad that they quit making that. For those of you who don't know what Disney Infinity is, it was like an Xbox, PlayStation. You get on those, and you get the little figures. You put them on the thing on the board, and it lights up on there, and you play as that character. And they have all these special abilities, and there's all these things to do. Yeah, I have every one of those things. I love that. Lasercat, I can't wait to be a cast member. Really trying to get into the college program. If I'm lucky, I'll be one in 2 years by the look of things. Hey, that's great, Lasercat. I know Disney Dan did that, and he loved it, and it worked out pretty good for him. So, Steve, favorite restaurant to eat at? That is Le Cellier for sure. My favorite fast service, if you haven't tried it, is the Satuli Canteen, which I'm a very picky eater. I know Walt is as well. I'm an extremely picky eater. But when I go there, I don't get the whole bowl. The meat itself is worth getting by itself. It is flavored so good. I get the chicken and the beef. But that's my favorite fast food restaurant or a quick service meal. Isaac. Definitely missed the backlot tour. See you, buddy. Corey, I appreciate you being here, man. It means the world to me that you showed up. Corey is extremely busy, guys, with what he's doing. It's great that you came, buddy. I really appreciate it. Okay, Catastrophe Canyon, Disney Nerd. Oh, yes. Yes, I know what you're talking about now. Sorry. Steve, you're treading on thin ice with Melissa now. I told you, Melissa, we'll give a chance to. I'm the guy that liked the hat. I would rather have the hat, and I know that's not popular with probably anybody else in this stream. I liked the hat over the Chinese theater. I'm sorry. So, but I did hear they took that hat and moved it to Disneyland. I think somebody told me. So correct me if I'm wrong on that. Toontown was cool, Melissa. I loved those little houses they had. They were really neat. Walking through Mickey and Minnie's houses was a pretty awesome thing. Let's see here. I would bring Maelstrom back. Lasercat says I miss it. Lasercat, that was a good ride. That was a great ride. I have no problems with that whatsoever. The only issue I have is, to me, the Frozen ride is exactly the same, and I think it follows the same track even. I think it's exactly the same, except the theming. So if I had my choice between Vikings and Frozen, I've got to go with Frozen. But Maelstrom was definitely a great ride. Wow, when that jumps, it jumps. Night, Corey, definitely trying. So, yes, Melissa. Satuli Canteen. Walt may not like it. He might do what I do with get meat, but you definitely need to try that. The cheeseburger pods. Dan, my parents got the cheeseburger pods because they were mythical. We had to hear them. We talked about it, and they agreed it tasted. Everything we had heard, it tasted like a McDonald's cheeseburger. It tasted like a McDonald's cheeseburger to them, but they thought they were really good. Downscale. I have every Infinity character, clear figures, light up Star Wars, all the power discs, all the software for every console, and the D23. Nice. I don't have the D23. That's going to be another topic we're coming up here soon because I'm getting ready to join the D23 club. But I don't have that. I don't have all the power discs for sure. That is really cool, though, that you have every one of those things. I don't have them for all the consoles either. I only have them for Xbox. Horizons, yes, Disney Nerd Herders. The worst part about this chat, guys, if you haven't done this, is there's no down button just to kind of slowly scale. So when I hit the little wheel, it jumps everything. Hey, Stacy, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And there it goes again. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I didn't ever get a chance to ride Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. So that's one of the reasons why I can't pick that one. Same track, but the Frozen ride could have gone in many more. Yes, I agree, Downscale. Okay, I think I'm caught up because it's not moving anymore. So, read down. Yes. So, all right, guys. Anybody else have any questions? Again, I'm trying to. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Please just retype your question. I don't want to miss anybody. But this is definitely. I don't know how these people do it when they just even when I'm sitting here reading and following the chat, let alone trying to do something else and then see the chat. If you use the keyboard arrows after selecting the scroll bar, you may be able to, well, let's try that. See, there is a way to set slow chat. I've heard people say slow chat. I don't know what, again, I'm new. This is only my third live stream. So I'm still learning. Let's see here. If I go like this and I hit down, downscale. That is awesome. Well, it worked for a while, but then when I get close to the bottom, it jumps. So, thanks, Haley. So I got urged into doing this because my first ever appearance on camera was on Dee Miguel's channel for Jeopardy one night. And I was nervous. And then I did it again the next month. And then I think I did it. Then I got invited to be on Disney Fiasco, which is Disney Dan's channel. Go check that out, guys. They do incredible things. And I really started liking it because you could just sit around and talk about things you love or hate. Common, it can be either or. Hate's a strong word. Let's say dislike. Things you love or dislike, and give your opinions on them, and everybody respects them, and it's great. Dan, if you had to give up Disney or sports, which would it be? Sports. So, I'm getting closer to the age right now where sports don't mean, I can go to Disney forever. Sports are, I'm past my prime in sports, I would say. So, although I do play softball pretty competitively, and we actually played at the Worldwide of Sports. I want to say 4 years ago. We played at the World Series of softball and it was at Disney's Wild World of Sports. So that was fun. So if you've never been on those fields, they are kept up pretty nice. Slow chats limit the rate a person can chat. Oh yeah. Well, we don't want to slow chat then. I like everybody to talk. When you hit it a few times when it appears. Think you need to set up slow chat before you start. I'll research the slow chat, guys. I don't want it to impair anybody at all. So I'll deal with the fact that it goes slow or fast. I know Resort TV 1 can do it. They do it a lot. So, but I want you guys to have the ability to talk whenever you want to. So, thank you so much, Haley. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe to his channel, everyone. Yes, Dan is awesome. The only sport you care about is the Philadelphia Eagles. I believe, if I'm wrong, if I think I'm correct, Stacey Rogers is an Eagles fan too, but I could be wrong on that. And there's so many people on here, guys, that I see. Adam's Land, guys. Adam's Land is from Britain, like Dan. They do a great collaboration with Rob called Pub Talk. He has a daughter named Ebony that Adam, I can't remember the channel name. I think it's Ebony's Little Channel, but go check them out, guys. They do some great things over there. And they're a Disney channel as well. Let's see here. I haven't had a lot of Disney food. I've only had pretzels. Whoa, Laser Cat. The food is my favorite part. So, and Dan would agree with me. You can set your reservations if you book with Disney ahead. You can actually start your reservations 180 days in advance, which is what I do immediately. So that's half my fun is planning that. Rob, Steve, did you see the Steamboat Willie? No, I haven't. There's a Steamboat Willie Lego set. Is it a brickhead or is it a regular set? Resort TV 1 has to do it to prevent spam. Yes, when you get as big as Resort TV 1, which I don't know how the mods do it. They're on it immediately, like it doesn't even pass. And that may be why, because they put on slow chat, but they are an incredible channel with what they do. Resort TV 1 pretty much inspires me and everybody else to do what we do. I see, Stacy. Eagles. Okay. Thank you so much, Catherine Shortridge, for being here. It's 12:43 there. Good night. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you guys come back. We will have some really nice stuff for you guys coming up, I think. So Thoughts on the ear pods versus regular wired Apple earphones? Sam Smith. Hey, Sam Smith, how are you? I've never owned ear pods, but I do own a pair of Bluetooth earbuds. They're not ear pods, and I prefer the Bluetooth to anything with a cord. The only negative is if there are some that when you move, the sound cuts out in them. So that's my only negative. You got to find a pair that works the right way. Okay, everybody singing night to Catherine. Me three. Food. Yes, Melissa. Oh, wow. Everything just kind of jumped again. Okay. I'm not downscale. I am so sorry, buddy. I told you guys I'd figure this out. There you go, bud. I got an email today. Yes, Ebony's little channel. Stop me for posting in the chat for a minute. Sorry, guys. Send it to you, Steve. Okay, there you go. Stacy put it in there too. And she put Adam's Land. Thank you, Stacy. Help straight. Thanks, Mouse Talk. I appreciate that. So, yeah, guys, I just started Twitter again. I used to have it a long time ago. I don't know, somebody hacked. I quit using it because I wasn't doing anything with it. Somebody hacked it and did a bunch of bad stuff and it got banned. So I just got it fixed. So I have it covered. Steve, what is your favorite treat and dessert at WDW? Easily, it is the Night Blossom it's right next to the Satuli Canteen. I can't remember what it's called, but they sell just some drinks and snacks there. It's between the end of Flight of Passage store and then I think it's called Wind Traders. I could be wrong on that. And Satuli Canteen, and they sell Night Blossoms there. It's a desert pear and apple frozen concoction. It's got boba balls all in it. It's great. I spend I get 2 snack credits a day when we do the dining plan. And I probably spend at least half of them on Night Blossoms. Channel Adams. I appreciate that, Stacy. How long have you been on YouTube? Disney Nerd Herders, I've been doing this for about 8 months now. I've only started live streaming 2 weeks ago. I started streaming for Meg to fill in for her. Tonight's my first. We're going to start streaming on Mondays regularly. So this is my first of my Monday night streams. I wanted to have a little Q&A session with you guys. No, Danska, I've known you for a while, buddy, around seeing you. You're a good dude. I appreciate that. Non-Disney question. What is the best book you have ever read? Well, I'm kind of biased on that, Miguel. I am a Christian, so the best book for me that I've ever read is the Bible. Outside of that, though, The Catcher in the Rye is my favorite book. So by Ernest Hemingway. That's it was conflicting. It had some I think a guy's name was Holden in it. He was conflicted, but at the same time, he wanted to be somewhat of a savior for children. For those of you who don't know, the catcher in the rye is the person that stands at the end of the cliff in the rye field. The children play, and as they run, they fall off the cliff. And he wanted to be the person that saves them. I kind of wanted to be there for children. They're innocent. They can't really help themselves all the time. I don't want that to sound bad. So I want to be there. I want to be a role model for children and for everybody to look up to. Ready Player One is a great, I don't know if that's a book you're talking about, Disney Nerd Herders, but that movie was incredible. Oh, thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. Favorite resort at W. Okay, my favorite resort is, I got two answers to this question. My favorite resort is the Polynesian. And that's because one of my trips a long time ago, I think it was 2002, Disney overbooked me, the resort that I was staying at, and they put me at the Polynesian for one night. And it was the most incredible thing I've experienced in my life at Disney World. So I would have to say the Polynesian. I really want to stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge. I've never been there. Never stayed there. But if you're talking about my favorite location, the place I stay the most, all that included, it's easily Pop Century. It is centralized within Walt Disney World, and it's a value resort. I don't spend a lot of time in my resort anyway, so I don't care where I'm staying usually. So I would have to say Pop Century outside of the Polynesian. You should make this a regular thing. This is great. Thanks, Downscale. We are. This is my first one. We're going to go every Monday at 8 o'clock now. And also, I said it earlier, every Saturday night with my partner channel, Walt and Melissa from Mouse Talk, we do a sports night. So we want to talk about some things other than Disney all the time. Eventually, people might get tired of just hearing the same things over and over again. But we do a sports night at 8 o'clock, except for this week. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but Disney Dan and with Disney Fiasco and us on our sports night channel, we're going to flop times just for this week only. We will be going at 7 o'clock on Saturday, and Disney Dan and Disney Fiasco will be going at 8 o'clock this Saturday. And that will our sports night talk will be on Mouse Talk's channel. Thank you, Miguel. You don't have 200. I don't have 200 copies of Catcher in the Rye. 8 months. We were on 9 months, not even half that. Good job. Oh, thanks, Disney Nerd Herders. I found out the biggest thing for me is again, the support. I would rather have 5 true, what I consider true YouTube friends than 1 million subscribers. I know a lot of people don't, a lot of people would rather take that fame and glory with that 1 million. I would rather not do that. I would rather have people that I can truly depend on, count on, and really support. And that's why I want those real people. So that was one of my struggles earlier, is trying to find people I wanted to be part of. And when I do find you, though, I put as much as I can into everybody's channels to help them. So that's, and a lot of my followers and subscribers have come from people that I just support back to them. So, and you guys got a great channel over there, Disney Nerd Herders. If you guys haven't seen them, go check them out. They got a lot going on, not only just in their community, but they got a lot going on in life, and they're sharing that with everybody. So go check them out. Lord of the Flies, Laser Cat. That's nice. It is a dark book. For a minute there, I thought you said Lord of the Rings, but that would be a good one too. Stacy, you should get on the Live Place as well. Dean actually reached out to me. Dean from the Live Place. If you guys haven't seen him, he runs a website and he sponsors all these live streams that we see every week. He does a great job, and he actually reached out to me and asked me to tell him when I started live streaming. So I sent him a message today that we were going to start going regular on Monday. I'm assuming that we will get on there as well. But Dean over at Dreamers Empire, Dean, if you guys know him, over at the Live Place. The Live Place's actual website that he shows, and you can go there. I visited it for the first time about a month or so ago. It's incredible. He's got all these family-friendly names on there, channels, and he has it lined up for when they all go live. It's really good. He does a lot of work over there, so go check him out. Sports equals Walt minus Melissa. That's great. Melissa, we will have you on there for color commentary at some point in time. Totally agree. Thanks for the shout out. No problem, Disney Nerd Herders. You guys do great. Everybody in here does great. I appreciate everybody and everything that you all do. So, no, yes, Dean is incredible, guys. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm trying to learn everybody's names still too. So when people refer to people, I actually write them down so that I can remember who they are. And is Epcot Bob Dean's brother? Is that correct? I think they both got great channels, but I think they're brothers. Correct me if I'm wrong. What is your favorite Disney pin? So that would have been I wish I had that with me, but it's in the other room. So my favorite Disney pin is a picture of Mickey Mouse kind of leaned over. He's sitting at an easel looking into a mirror and painting himself, and he's drawing a portrait of Walt Disney. So that is, I love that pin. I'll grab that and show it to you guys either next week or throw it on Instagram or Twitter or something. But that's my favorite pin. It's him drawing a self-portrait. He's looking in the mirror. You see Mickey, you see the back of Mickey looking into the mirror. You see Mickey's face in the mirror, drawing a self-portrait, and he's drawing Walt Disney off to the side. Yes, Epcot Bob is Dean's brother. Okay, good. A lot of you apparently know what that pin is. It's a famous picture. I know that. So, and I think it so symbolizes Disney as a whole. Walt was an incredible man. He's everybody always asks if you had one person to meet in your life, who would it be? That he might be mine for sure. So, all right, guys. So we're actually 54 minutes already. Thank you guys all for hanging with me. I appreciate it. Just a quick nod to what we're doing in August, because I told you I would tell you about it. So we've organized a pretty big YouTube meet and greet. Everybody's kind of planned it for the same time. I know I will be there. Cargo's going down at some point in time. Disney Dan, Walt and Melissa from Mouse Talk. I know Chris from Disney World Adventures, who is another great supporter of this community. Guys, if you haven't seen him, please go check him out. I know he was going to try to get up there. There's a lot of us going in August, and a lot of people that I haven't even, that I hear are kind of, that are going, but I just haven't been told, or I don't know exactly when they're going. I just know they're going around our time. And the stars all aligned for us, because I split my trip in August. I was going from a Wednesday to a Wednesday, just so I could overlap different groups of people that were going. Because my sole purpose of going this time is to meet with people. So, and then the more I was hearing people talk, and I know, like I said, my partner channel is going down. They're going to be there longer, and Disney Dan will be there. So I went ahead and extended my trip to September 1st. And then, of course, a couple weeks ago, they announced Galaxy's Edge opens up. We were sitting here talking on Walt and Melissa's channel the night before, I think, talking about how we hope for a surprise VIP opening or some kind of opening just where they let some people in. And the next day they announced that they're opening it up on August 29th. So everything kind of aligned. We're going, and I'm going to do what I can to be there for opening day. So I met Walt Disney, but I have a time machine due to alien technology. So neener. Oh, that's great, downscale. If I could have lunch with anybody, dead or alive, it'd be Tolkien. Tolkien's phenomenal. There will be streams about, and guys, I hope this doesn't scare off anybody. We won't, every Monday, it will not be 100% Disney. It'll be a lot Disney, but I have a love for a lot of different things, and I want to share them with you guys. And I want ideas from you guys too, to let us know what you want to hear and what you guys want to talk about. Because I want to be engaged with you guys. I want to you guys to be partaking in it, not just me sitting here talking, listening to myself talk. So I want everybody to be involved. So it's going to be massive and great. I'm kind of jealous. Yes, Janine, it fell in my lap. And there's been talk about, should we do it? Should we not do it? Should we wait till that? You know, the biggest opening in theme park history, in my opinion, is coming, and it's fallen into my lap. If I don't do everything I can possibly do to be there, shame on me, because it means that much to me. It doesn't mean as much to other people, and they're not as, you know, some people don't even care if they get to see it the first opening day. I want to be there for opening day. I want to do the ambiance. I want to see the visual effects more than the ride. It doesn't even bother me if the main ride's not going to be open. So yes, Walt, I wish we were going to Galaxy's Edge. Wait, yes. Walt was planning on being there too. We will be in and out way before Galaxy's Edge. Oh, that's sad, Disney universe. But maybe the construction will be far enough along that you'll be able to see some of it too. Stacy Rogers, or downscale, at Stacy Rogers. Planning it takes a long time. Most people think Time Machine is too downscale. They're funny. What do you think of Endgame's trailer, Lasercat? It is phenomenal. We will have a session about Endgame coming up in a few weeks. So it looks great. It's just incredible how they get that many caliber of actors in one area at a time was phenomenal. Anyways, watching that is crazy. We are there late June. They're doing soft opening just for us. So I hope they do. I really hope they do, Disney nerds. That would be great. So it's more about the time machine. If you want to go back in time for 2 hours, we have to be gone for 2 hours from this time. Not if you come back to the time you left. I don't know much about alien technology. So anyways, yes, guys. So going forward here, I'm going to try to wrap this up. I don't want to keep anybody too long. I greatly, like I said, I greatly appreciate you all being here. Hopefully this continues to work out for us all, and we'll talk about things you guys want to talk about. I don't want it to be just about me. So I want to get the community involved as much as possible and everybody to have a voice and support each other. So yes, Lasercat, the Rise of Resistance main ride that they keep talking about, anywhere from, I don't know, 5 to 400 minutes long, depending on who you talk to. What? It seems to be that it's going to be somewhere in the 20-minute range based on the 4 different scenes you're going to see. That's not going to be open when we go, but I'm okay with that. There's only going to be one ride open, and that's going to be the Smuggler's Run from the Millennium Falcon. Steve, who are your top 5 greatest Major League Baseball players of all time? Wait, go back and watch Saturday's stream. We talked about that, and it'd be a lot easier than fighting my opinions again. So I appreciate that, Miguel. Oh, wait, I'm not. Yeah, there I am. Walt is being a pain. A 20-minute ride does sound insane, but when you consider some of the other rides, it's not necessarily a 20-minute ride. It goes in stages. If you remember, I don't know if you ever got to ride Ellen's Energy of Universe, but I think that was a 45-minute ride itself. So 20-minute ride is not that inconceivable, especially some of it may have been maybe like instead of a queue line, kind of just bringing you along for the story. Thank you, Janine. I appreciate that. So exactly, Walt. It's more of a 20-minute experience instead of being on a tracked ride for that long. So, okay, guys. So we are going to go ahead and wrap this up. Again, I appreciate you all coming. Next week, if I can get it done in time, go check out my partner channel, Mouse Talk. They have Mouse Madness, and they're doing a entire month bracket of attraction matchups. You can vote for on Twitter, you can vote on YouTube, you can vote on Instagram, or I'm sorry, Facebook. Go check all those out and do that. And they have kind of inspired me. I want to do something with this March Madness as well. Next week, if I can get it done in time, because I've been working on it for a long time. It's really hard to do. I'm going to try to do a bracket challenge I want everybody to weigh in on what they want to do, what they think for the best Disney songs of all time. So I'll have 64 songs put on a bracket. I'm going to try to have that ready for Monday. I'm trying to do it with so I can show it on here too, not just so we talk about it. I'm trying to get the presentation put together, and we'll do it that way. So Cargo, everybody give hugs and squishes to Cargo. She just woke up. They're on a different time up there in Canada, so not really, but Cargo is my girl. We appreciate you, Cargo. So thank you, LSU Mom, for subscribing to Mouse Talk. Guys, everybody support each other. Everybody subscribe to each other. Again, I appreciate you all being here. Next week, we're going to try to do the bracket challenge with all the songs. Guys, please check out my partner channel, Mouse Talk, my power channel, Rob Fuzz. Appreciate them all. They got great content. Everybody in here has great content. And, Rob, Janine, Downscale, Cargo coming in late, but we appreciate you being here. Mouse Talk, Disney Dan, LSU Mom, Disney Nerd Herders, Noah. Who else am I missing here? Melissa, Stacy, Janine, Chris from Disney World Adventures. Thank you, Chris. I missed your comment there, buddy. Guys, go check out Chris. He is a huge supporter of this community. He does a lot for everybody. Lasercat. Who else is in here? Miguel. Sorry, I'm scrolling up, guys, to try to find everybody that was here. I know Corey Fiasco and Haley were here. They're great. Disney Nerd Herders, if I said you, Adams Land. Guys, go check everybody out. I don't want to miss anybody. Just a lot of people here. It blows my mind how much you guys are supporting us, and we appreciate that. So, guys, I appreciate everybody being here. Please go check each other out. Also, check out my partner channels, and we will see you guys next Monday. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I appreciate all the support. Have a great night.